is the Mediocre Man channel for YouTube. It's for basically 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-old men who want to do fun things, experience awesomeness, but you have no particular talent, skill, or experience. I'm going to show you how to do fun things the easy way, whether it be building a shed cabin, or installing barn wood on an old cabin, or building a deck, or riding a pit bike, or having fun with a go-kart. And so I guess what I would say is my style of doing things is I want to have fun, I want to be efficient, I want to get it done. It doesn't have to be perfect. And so my motto is, it'll do. And that's why I call this the Mediocre Man channel. Today we're going to review the Tao Tao DBX1 140cc pit bike. It's a Chinese bike, and the first thing we're going to do is unload it and load it. I'm going to show you how that's done when you want to put it in the back of your truck or take it down, because that's the first basic thing you need to know how to do. Then I'll show you the bike, go over some things that I like about the bike, and then I'll show you me riding it around. Now I'm 6 foot. Well, I don't know if I'm 6'2", 6'1", or 6 foot. I don't know, because it seems to always change. But I'm definitely over 6 feet. As you can tell, I'm about 200 pounds. And so the bike's a little, it's probably a little small for me as far as how I look on it. Probably look a little bit like a clown. But it feels comfortable. It's going to be super fun on this trail system. I've got 40 acres here. 20 of it has a trail system going through it that I groomed for go-kart riding. And I'll review that in another video. So let's pull down the bike. I'll show you how to do that, and I'll show you also how to load it. We're on a little bit of a slant, which normally I wouldn't recommend, but I don't feel like moving the truck right now because I'm the Mediocre Man. So here's the bike. It's inside the truck. You can see it's beautiful. Once again, this is the Tao Tao DBX1 140cc. It's a little compressed right now in the front shocks because I have the straps on it, keeping it from moving around while I'm transporting it. I just picked it up yesterday and bringing it here to this ranch, which is a little bit outside of Paso Robles. And so you can see it's a beautiful bike. I really like the color. This is orange. It's got some nice decals. It's brand new, so it's clean. You can see the tires. Very clean bike, and so we'll pull it down. So to load and unload the bike, you need a basic ramp, and it's easier if you have a stand. I think you kind of need a stand, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the stand. It's a typical motocross bike stand. It's the perfect height, and so what happens is, as you're going up the ramp, you step on the stand and you can keep going. You got to be able to step up and keep going, or you're going to get stuck and the bike could fall over. You also want to sort of take a couple practice steps to make sure you have it in the right position. This is one of these fold-up ramps. Just stick it right there. Should stay in place. Again, maybe you're supposed to attach it. I don't know. I don't do it that way. I just want to do it quick and easy, mediocre like. And you come up here, and it's ratcheted on. You have these hang straps on the handlebars, and the easiest way to get it off is to compress the forks with your body weight, and off it comes. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing that. Take off your straps. You're ready to unload it. Benefit of a pit bike, again, is it doesn't weigh a lot. So you can just move it around pretty easily. You don't have to jerk around with it too much. You want to make sure that ramp is straight. You want to get in line. You want to make sure you're about looking straight. Now, the key is the front brake. That's on the right side. And you want to have your hand on that brake so that you can control the speed in which it comes down. make sure you're in alignment. All right, so here we go. One more time. Using that brake so we can get that step right. Go. Step, and we go. Now again, this would be a lot easier if I wasn't on that slope, because then you have more momentum. All right, so here we have the Tao Tao DBX1 140cc, and as we talked about, it's a Chinese-made motorcycle, and so I wanted to talk about the sort of the reason for getting one. If you wanted something comparable, a 140cc Kawasaki, it's going to cost you about, well, at least in California, it costs you about $4,200 out the door. And the purpose of this bike is to ride around on my trails, on my ranch, maybe take it to a state vehicle recreation area once in a while, and that's about it. It's more of a toy. I view it as a toy, something that ultimately might be disposable. This bike, you can get it for about anywhere from, I'd say delivered, approximately $1,000 to $1,300, depending if you're going to have it assembled, registered, all the paperwork, sales tax, depending on where you live. So there's a range. And I paid $1,300 because I don't want to deal with any of the nonsense. I hate assembling things. I like building things, but I hate assembling them. Why? Because I got 3 kids. I got a 16-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And well, when you have that kind of age gap between your kids, there's a story behind that, but we'll save that for another video. Anyway, I had to assemble cribs and toys and all kinds of nonsense, and there's always a screw missing or some kind of problem, and I just don't like assembling things. I like building them. I don't like assembling them. So that's why I pay a little extra to have it assembled. It's worth it to me. It's up to you. It's not hard to do. I think you put on the handlebars and the front tire, connect the cables. It's not a big thing. So I like, first of all, the way the bike looks. I like the orange. The seat has a nice height. It's 35 inches. Most pit bikes range from 29 inches to 32 inches. There's only a couple out there that are tall. One of them's the Apollo 125, and I think it's about 34 inches or 33, depending on different websites. This one's 35, so it's nice and tall. So when I sit on it, I'm over 6 feet, and it's pretty comfortable. I might look a little bit goofy, but I don't really care how I look since I'm over here by myself and don't kind of care anyway, as you can tell. So the bike is good for a wide range of people. A regular teenager can fit on this, or an adult. And I'm probably a little too heavy for it. I'm gonna bottom out if I do big jumps, but I'm not planning on doing big jumps, probably do little jumps. And the primary reason I got this bike is for my trails and also to teach myself how to ride wheelies, and hopefully we'll get some video of that down the line. Okay, a couple things about the bike. Everybody recommends to swap out the carb. I did it myself. It wasn't hard to do. So I recommend that. Then it starts and idles well, and you don't have any issues. To start it, you take the petcock, you put it in the on position. You take the red switch, put that on. There's a key. You turn it to the right, and you come around. Probably it's better to pick up the kickstand, flip out the Kickstarter, and then just give it a start. There it is, ready to roll. It's not the loudest bike. I think it has a nice sound. I'm glad it's not too loud because I have neighbors, and I don't want to be more of an irritant than I already am. It's 40 acres and there's a lot of space, but still people can hear it.